What's good, everybody? Welcome into Behind the Turnbuckle, presented as always by our good friends over at Mybookie.ag. I am the coach, my partner, Big Tommy C. We do one topic every single Friday, drops around 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Tommy, first of all, hello. Second of all, our topic this week on something that you and I both know a little something about: exiting the WWE with class and with grace. Now, you and I, last week right here on the show, we talked about Samantha Irvin, fantastic ring announcer, so many great moments. I thought she loved it. Apparently not. She's been all over social media. I don't want to do it anymore. Just because I'm famous, I don't want to do it. You know, all these things that shocked me that she would put them out there. And then, Tommy, on I think it was Tuesday or Monday, she just started reposting all of the nasty comments she got from fans who basically couldn't understand why she would come out and say that she didn't like it. She has completely burned any bridge that she would ever have to come back. What's your initial take on what's happened the last week with Samantha Irvin and her fiance Ricochet, who's also been very busy on social media?
Hey, folks, if you want to burn that bridge, you don't want to go back to the company or go back into the business, because now we have AEW, we have TNA, we have plenty of other wrestling associations and promotions. Do what Samantha Irvin did. You burn your bridge and say, I hated ring announcing. Meanwhile, you work 2 days a week, right? You travel in, you travel out, paid by the company. She's probably making six figures. And then you tell people you hate ring announcing. So if AEW came to her in 6 months, said, I'll give you $350,000 to ring announce, and you go back and do it, you make yourself look like a fool, because nobody, and I mean nobody, would pass up that kind of money and the days of the week that you work. So what she did was totally wrong, because you never say never in this business. You never know when you're going to get an opportunity to come back and work for the WWE or go work for AEW. So in other words, thank you very much. This is not for me at this time. I need to move on. I thank everybody for what you did. I appreciate it. Take it easy. That's how you do it.
That's all you had to do. It's all you had to do. You hit one big nail on the head, and that is if she goes and does it, no matter what the money, and unless this was a big work. Because Vince Russo on the Coach and Bro show, he's like, I think she's working us. I think she wants to be a heel. Well, ring announcers are not heels. She's not a character. But Tommy, she said that she went to them several months ago and she wanted to do more. She wanted to be a general manager. She wanted to be a manager. They told her no. Should they have let her do it? Probably so. I mean, she checks a lot of boxes. A lot of boxes. But Tommy, here's where she made a huge mistake on top of what you just said. Is she's in a business that is very, very hard to succeed in. Even if you're great at music, really hard. Even if you're great at acting, really, really hard. Why would you have a six-figure job in your back pocket that people love you, the fan base loves you, and come out and say that? Because what happens if none of this works out? And she even doubled down and said, hey, I've got a husband who's a millionaire. And so I don't need to do something I don't enjoy anymore just to be famous. What? I've been a ring announcer, Tommy. They literally don't make you do anything. You can be to yourself all day. So even if you hate it, you take the paycheck and then you do whatever else you want to do on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if it's so bad. But if you have the money, great. But Tommy, you don't go out this way, because now all those fans who loved you, even if you're faking it or even if you're lying, it is venom now. And she's doing what a lot of people do, and that is fight back. That's go back at him, repost, tell people how stupid they are, tell people you don't understand, you've never been to the top of the mountain. That's exactly right, Tommy. So when you get there, you understand how to leave there as well. When I left 2 different times, I didn't say anything but thank you, no matter how pissed off I was the second time. Thank you. And I move on down the road.
And we've seen it in the past, right, Coach? Did we ever think CM Punk would come back to WWE?
Never, not a million years.
So they mended their little arguments, or what they did. Now he's back. Samantha could get that same opportunity in 2 years from now. Or, like I said, go to AEW. And then you announce that your Ricochet, your fiance, is a millionaire. Why do you even put that out there? If I was Ricochet, I'd be pretty friggin' pissed off about that.
You don't put your business. He's doubled down. He's got her back. They're
I get that. But it's ridiculous, though. Why do you put stuff out like that? I just don't get it. I think she thinks she's bigger than what she is. And let's face it, she got over at WrestleMania 40 when Cody told the story, went 1, 2, 3. She was emotional in her ring announce. She had crackling, crying because she loved Cody so much. And that's what got her over. And everybody started loving Samantha Irvin.
And that's why, Tommy, it's such an issue with some fans. Now, there's other fans on social media. I don't even know why I try to talk to them. I try to educate people a little bit. I said, listen, I've been backstage. I understand what it's like, especially for a ring announcer. But, Tommy, when she says, I didn't enjoy it, and then you see that video, it's a disconnect for me because when you cry over a story that somebody's been working on, that's the love of the business coming out in you. And then 5 months later or 6 months later, you go, I hate it. And then you go, but I love WWE. Wait a second. You've only ever been a ring announcer. You love WWE, but you hate ring announcing. Tommy, sometimes that's how you get into the business.
Oh,
And
yeah.
when you get that, oh my God, there are a million people out there that would love to do any job, but that job. And like Vince said, as good as she was, let's remember it's still a ring announcer. She's not Cody. She's not Roman Reigns. Okay, she's just a ring announcer.
I want to know what she didn't like about it.
I don't
you
know.
sit,
I don't
you
know.
no pre-tapes.
None.
You sit on your butt, you make yourself look pretty,
That's it.
you talk every 20 minutes or so, depending how long the matches are, and you don't like it, and you're getting six figures.
It's I've always said this. Whether it's the camera guys, there's certain or the people who work in the truck. Just so everybody understands, everybody is a freelancer, meaning you get paid by how many days that you work. You're not an employee. You don't get benefits or anything like that. So when you get a job that you can work every single week, it's literally the greatest independent contractor job in the world.
Mhm,
She's an independent contractor. So if you're trying to make it in the music business, which Lillian Garcia did the exact same thing 20 years ago. She was trying to become a pop star, 42 years of age. That didn't work out so well, but she had the income from WWE every single week to live on, and then at least she could go try and do this. So I guess Samantha's going to use her husband's money because she's not going to do anything else. But Tommy, I mean, you've got a six-figure job, and then you can go on the weekends. You could, hell, if she wouldn't try it out for Broadway, you don't think the Triple H would be like, "Hey, how much time do you need to miss?" You got a big opportunity. All right, you missed too much. We got you. We'll bring Lillian in. We'll bring you back. But to just quit, which I'm cool with that part.
yeah.
Don't then just crap on the business on your way out the door and act like it's somehow fans' fault. That now I don't like when fans go after people on social media. I hate that part of it. I really do. But this whole exiting thing, we saw Stone Cold 5 different times. He left and came back, left and came back. There's been AOP. AOP was there when I was there in 2017. They left, now they're back. Carlito. Carlito, I used to party with him like a rock star 20
Yep,
some years ago. He's
yep.
back. This is the one business you just don't do this because if something goes wrong, Tommy, in a year or two or three, or AEW goes under, and all of a sudden that contract that pays her husband millions isn't there anymore,
Right.
where's she going to go? What's she going to do? It could have been all different. I
Yep.
just severely disagree with what she did. And I don't know, I don't know that I've ever had anybody else decide to leave and then crap on it after they left on their own
Mm.
accord. Have you?
No, I've never seen that, and in the position she's in, maybe she thought that everybody thought that WWE got rid of her, and she wanted to prove to them, "Oh no, it was my decision, and then I'm going to crap on the company anyway." Ridiculous! It's
Maybe
just
so.
ridiculous.
It
It's
really
just
is. But
ridiculous.
I mean, she came out and made it very clear that she told them months ago. This is why also don't read dirt sheets because
Right,
all the headlines were, "Oh, WWE shocked by Samantha Irvin." They're just trying to get people to click. I had somebody
right.
accuse me today, Tommy. I was commenting on this story on social media, trying to educate people a little bit on how the backstage works. And they're like, "You're just saying this so you can get a click for your show." I said, "I literally could care less about clicks for my show. I've never thought about clicks for my show. We're here to educate you because unlike you at home, who's never been allowed backstage, that was our home for a combined 47 years.
Yep.
47 years.
Mhm.
And when you're backstage and I can't remember, Tommy, how many times, as much crap as we went through, as many holidays as I missed, I still understood how much having that job meant something and how special it was to be able to call myself a WWE talent for well over 10 years and never get hurt, not much, and to be able to do all the different things that I got to do. When I look back now, if I never go back, and I don't plan to, but I'm so proud of what I was able to do. And to say, oh, I never liked it. Oh, I just, wasn't for me. I would never say that.
No.
There are certain parts of it that I didn't like, but to come out and say that, that would never come out of my mouth. And I don't know that any full-time talent that did it for any length of time would ever do that either.
No, they wouldn't, and me as a production guy, I would never do that. I was proud that I worked for that company. As you know, we both laid our lives on the line. When you're at a
Mhm.
party, you're at your friends, and somebody say, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" "I work TV production." "Where?" "WWE." All of a sudden, boom, it perks up. It's not like, "Oh, I work at Xerox," or "I work at FedEx." When they hear WWE, you're the center of the attention on. You kinda like it a little bit, right? Me being a production person, not being in front of the camera, so it had its perks and everything. I loved my job. I would never bury the company. And that's the way it goes. And she just did a really stupid thing. And I think she'll regret it in the long run.
No, I 100%. Unless she hits it big doing music, then maybe that she won't. But for people who don't understand, Tommy, you guys, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That is based off of a true story. And Tommy Carlucci is the person that that movie was based off of. There was a trip one time to Arkansas, and Tommy literally went through blizzards, St. Louis, Arkansas to St. Louis, then Chicago, then caught a flight to Pennsylvania,
Hotel
and
burning, hotel on fire.
hotel on fire. So go back and watch the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and you're watching the life of one Tommy Carlucci. It's true. And
Loved it.
the thing I love about you also, Tommy, that's actually a joke, is that you wouldn't crap on the company, and we both have plenty of reasons that we could do that.
Yep.
But I like to look at the fact that my two kids are because of the woman I met when I was in the WWE. I'd like
Yep.
to think that my talent that I have on camera, being able to talk, is because of my time working with The Rock in the WWE. So there's so many good things that I took away from it. I would never do this. I would
Right.
never do this.
Right.
Wow. I wonder how people feel about it backstage because, everybody's really a family. Everybody gets along, at least when we were there.
Yep.
And now I know it's a different atmosphere. And
Definitely.
Undertaker said that backstage it's not like it used to be.
Right.
But I wonder how this sits with people because the other thing that never went over well is when people look the gift horse in the mouth or if
Yep.
they had a spot that somebody else would love to have and then they still, so I wonder, I
You
don't
know what
know
it
her.
makes him
I
think?
don't know her, you
You
know.
know what it makes him think?
What?
You ain't bringing her butt back here again. She's done. That's what it makes everybody think.
And right now, that's probably okay with her. How
Yep.
will it be in a year or 2 or 3 if it doesn't materialize like she wanted it to? We'll be here to find out.
Take a
We
look. Just one more thing. Take a look
Yeah.
who took her place. Lillian Garcia,
It's a
who
great
was
point.
gone,
Was gone
right?
for 8 years. She
Oh, more than
she
that,
went
I think.
99 to I think she said 8 years. So she was
Yeah.
there 99 cuz we started one day apart in
Yep.
1999. So she's a perfect example. When she left, she didn't say nothing. And she would
Mm-mm.
come back every now and then. She started a podcast and now look, at 58 years old, Lillian Garcia is back as ring announcer for the WWE. I almost can't even say it.
Yeah.
It doesn't even seem real. But God bless her. God
Yep.
bless her. And God bless everybody in the
Yep.
AARP. All right, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Behind the Turnbuckle. Subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button. Share the show. We've got a lot of different shows. Don't forget about The Last Word every single Monday night at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to start adding more interviews as well and also working on a new platform that's going to be completely interactive for all of you that call Behind the Turnbuckle home. For now, that'll do it. For Producer Man, for Intern Dan, for Tommy Carlucci, I am the coach. We'll see you next week right here Behind the Turnbuckle.